because of the equipment we've invested in, we attract the higher end work, the difficult work. We don't shy away from it. We've got great equipment, but I would have to say that our people are the most important thing. We've hired great people to drive the quality level. And then it's nice to give them the tools that they need to do that high-end work. We have coders, as I've mentioned upstairs, that build web-based applications that drive print. We have promotional products because the same buyer needs, I used to call it trinkets and trash. Now that I'm in business, I call it promotional products and apparel. But that's a good business as well. So we really try to triangulate with, we're not a creative shop here. We triangulate with the creative service team or the agency and the end client, and we kind of are the traction for their marketing campaigns, if that makes sense. It's difficult, but in this marketplace, which is the Dallas-Fort Worth, North Texas area is a good market. Great agencies, great designers, great enterprise clients that buy printing. So we build on relationships. We don't look at an order as an order. We look at it as the beginning of a relationship. We have customers that have been with us since we bought the company 21 years ago. In general, these days it's digital advantage as well as mechanical advantage kind of combined. So the new Heidelberg presses have digital advantage kind of built in, from pre-press connectivity to just the speeds that the press will run on the mechanical side. But we do a lot of embellishing. So we have embellishment equipment here, and our customers look for unique things. So the cold foil system that we purchased in the Eagle kind of took us to another level. We're able to cold foil at very high rates of speed, and our make-readies in the cold foil system, we've got it down to less than 10 minutes. And then also purchased the 8-color XL that the Eagle is on to allow us to have the units necessary to create the high-end work, trapping around the foil that we're laying down. So we've been doing web-based printing. So when I say web-based, I mean internet, since 2004. So people placing orders online. So we call that on-demand print. So it goes from those short-run on-demand pieces to, as I mentioned previously, million-sheet runs and everything in between, which drives our investment strategy. We have to have digital equipment for the on-demand, obviously, but we also do other work on the digital equipment. We have just invested in a new Landa, which is a B1 size, 2840, actually 29 by 41. We have a Scodex on order, a 40-inch Scodex embellishment machine. We've just purchased a new or a second Durst high-speed machine. So the Durst P5 350, which is a 3.5 meter wide format machine, 100 board an hour machine. And that's really because we have demand spikes that we have to make sure we get things to the stores, right? We have to get the printed material shipped. Our digital small format side, we have 5 digital machines, Indigo technology, Xerox iGen, and Xerox Irides technologies, as well as MGI embellishment as well. So we currently do MGI 3D embellishment. So we invest in equipment that allows us to kind of go end to end on the run links. We want all of the work. It fits us, right? So we try to be that fit for clients. And I think we've done a good job with the machines we've purchased. Customer-driven requests coming in from packaging customers as well as the trading card segment. And there's some changes in that market that require very high volumes of cold foil imaging. So they asked if we'd be interested in looking into a cold foil. I said, yes, we will. And we checked the marketplace. We went and looked at other equipment, but we kept coming back to Mike King and the Eagle system. It's just the best. It's the best that's out there, productivity-wise, quality-wise, support-wise. Everything that Mike said he would do, he did. And it also helps to have some immediate demand for cold foil. So when we started it up, in the first month we were running, we ran over 2 million sheets. That blew me away that we could run. We're 24 hours, 6 days a week here. But to be able to run that many sheets, and I think in four months or so, we've run about 7 million sheets of 2840 cold foil. I think at this stage, there's still a lot of people that need to be educated on what cold foil is. So we start with kind of the color swatches that Mike King, that we printed. That was the first job we printed here with the swatch sheets. We take those to clients and say, look at this beautiful palette of cold foil. We start with silver, and then we tint the foil to beautiful colors. So in one pass, we just did a job this weekend where we had both silver and gold foil, and people would look at that and say, well, you had to make 2 passes. No, you don't have to make 2 passes. It's 1 pass. It's selecting the right screen tint or the right spot color to overprint. We're even doing some etch, some raised UV on the press with Sorel plates, getting some pretty nice lift on the etch. And then we can create some other effects, dimensional effects. So it's a combination of lithographic printing, cold foil imaging, inline etching, all in 1 pass. It's super cool technology. And as my business partner always says I'm verbose, I talk too much. It's really just my enthusiasm for what this has brought us. So we were lucky that he had a machine that he felt like the client it was for could wait a little bit longer. And so we kind of got slid up in the line, which was nice. And so he gave us a timeline. I think it was probably 60 days from when we inked the deal. And he was there on that 60th day. And then the training, his team of trainers is phenomenal. So if you have good lithographic pressmen, it's almost like printing an ink. It's funny to say because it's foil that's going down, but the register is so tight. So if these guys knew how to register a spot color, the 4 colors trapping around, it's the same thing with foil. And then really, you probably almost under-promised and over-delivered. An example of that is the training was done. We wanted to train in a little bit more on running ribbons, 4-inch ribbons across the form, as opposed to a full roll. And at no charge to us, he sent his top trainer back down here for about 4 or 5 days. I expected to pay for that. I hope I'm not messing Mike up here, but he didn't charge us for it. And little things like that mean a lot to me. He's a true partner in this. You know, the B1 sheet size is kind of what we are. We don't have anything other than 40-inch equipment. So we've kind of built the workflow around that 40-inch workflow. And then back to my plant manager is a brilliant UV guy, and really it's the first time I've seen him excited like he was when we put the Eagle system in. He was just like, this is fantastic. It really brings up morale for the whole company. It's not just David Ford, who's our plant manager, but it's all the employees that work here. We're a family, and when they see the fruits of our labors being reinvested in the company, morale is lifted, and so it is like a family here. I have my family, then I have my work family, and yeah, so it's an exciting place to work. You know, the inline ability is tremendous because we're taking forms that used to be 3 different processes where we print 4-color base, send out for hot foil, come back and do a coating or some embellishment. So now it's all 3 of those paths are combined into one inline process. So the value added on that inline process is extremely high. We look forward to getting to a capacity where we need to invest in another workflow just like it. So yeah, I think the inline ability of it is the reason, because you're already charging for the inks going down as you were before, but now we're also putting cold foil inline, and we don't have a separate pass for embellishment. So it's combining those 3 workflows into one that makes the difference.